Ladies, this one is for you. So we have thousands of you in our inbox and you're all looking for white men. Well, I'm going to tell you, don't date a white man just for status. A white man is not going to change your life. We are just the same as a black guy. A white man can be broke. A white guy can cheat. A white man can have a wife and pretend he is not married so he can have another girlfriend. So we are exactly the same as the black race. So please do not come in my inbox saying you just want a white guy because you think your life will change just by dating this white guy. It won't. A lot of white guys are broke. A lot of white guys are cheaters. So this is what I've come on here to say today to you ladies especially, because a lot of you are in our inbox and your life will not change just by dating a white guy. So thank you, take care, and we are going live in 10 minutes.
Listen, I mean, not him telling what's going on in the DMs, right? It goes down in the DMs, right? For the first time, he's telling you, nah, we're pieces of shits too. We, coming over and just getting a white man is not just the end all be all. We've got the same problems black people have. We've got the same problems. We just statistically make a little bit more money than them on average. That's the only thing. And sometimes it takes the target audience, the target market, to tell you the truth. Because it doesn't seem to work when men are saying the same things, when black men are saying, I get it. We would be the ones saying, no, don't bother going over there. It's the same thing. It's just the same thing. It's just the same when we hear black women hating on, say, like the passport bro movement, saying they're just taking advantage of you. Men are saying, yeah, it's the same thing I'm getting over here in the States. But he's absolutely right. And men have always understood this. Men have always understood men are going to be men, period. Period. It's something special that you're of this race or you're this. No, if you're going to do women the way that's it. Culturally, you understand there's going to be some differences, but the solution, if anything, would just be, to be trying to get with Asian men, just statistically make a lot more money on average. But when you just think that the solution is interracial dating, that's when you find yourself at a loss. Now, date interracially because you want to. We've never ever on this channel said no, don't do it. You're wrong for no. Do whatever you want. Again, that's the New Yorker in me. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Right? I don't care. That doesn't mean that I exclusively date this or that. No, I just don't care. I doesn't matter to me. But when you do so, don't think that just crossing that imaginary divide means your life is going to be better. But before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss new uploads. Still doing 2 a day. If you just suddenly, you've been subscribed to the channel, from the onset, and you haven't been getting notifications, we've still been here doing the thing. So check your notification bell. YouTube likes to turn it off and then look at you in the face and say, what are you going to do about it? Outside of turning it back on. So give that a look. See if you're interested in still, actually seeing when the content drops. Again, still going strong, still doing 2 a day, still trying to pay that rent. So we had a similar video like this months ago, and sometimes it becomes hard to remember when videos are dropped relationally. I know it's only been 6 months, but where he was saying essentially the same thing. Black women coming into his DMs thinking that, or giving him all this love and respect, and he felt it wasn't earned. You don't know me, and you don't know that I'm probably just as bad as what you're trying to run and escape from. And essentially, we understand it comes from this online sort of movement telling people or showcasing my life got better when I stopped dating black men. Okay, congratulations. If those black men around you were the issue, then okay, congratulations. But again, on your way out, let the door slide closed gently. You put out this that it's just automatically better when white men are capable of the same horrendous acts that black people are. It's just a different flavor. Their crime's a little different from our crime, and some of their crime, you look it up for yourself and you make that your distinction. The fact is, we're men, and they're going to have similarities, strong similarities across the board. And one of those is still the same sort of struggle. You think just because they're white, they're somehow rich, or no? We already understand we have a poor understanding of financial literacy and what it takes to be out there, or who makes what, who makes how much. The fact is, we're giving white people the benefit of the doubt. And, again, to be fair, yeah, people doing the same thing for white women. They're giving them the benefit of the doubt and thinking that things are automatically going to be better if you go over there with them, that they're going to treat you better, they're going to treat you right, they're going to give you everything that you've been missing. And for those that it does work out, congratulations. For those that it doesn't, they'll tell you the same thing. It's kind of similar. Kind of similar. People are generally the same, unless you're talking strict differences in how people were raised. If you're taking the worst of one race and then comparing it to the best or even the mediocre of the other, it's always going to seem like it's better. But realistically, is that what's happening? It's just your perception of what you chose to accept over here versus what you chose to accept over there. We see, we often see the worst of black men and then paint the rest of black men with that same awful brush. But we give these other races passes. And again, it's genderless. Same thing happens when people are looking at white women saying, oh no, they're just so heavily and snow driven like your Uncle Ruckus. But in truth, they have the same issues, do the same things. Just a different flavor. So we need to step away from looking at other races and simply making the assumption that it's just better over there. Like I said, the grass is green where you water it. So where you put that potential, where you put that effort, you'll see better dividends. But of course, one has a bad stigma attached to that. And we can do what you can to run away from it. But thinking that just any old white man is going to be your savior, nah, no, 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 no. I think a little bit. I used to think that this was just more of like a thing people said online, but him saying, "Yeah, you're just in my inbox because you think it's better over here." If that's the case, I I know there's a bunch of you getting done wrong by white men just because you're serving yourself up to them. It'll be just that easy for them to show you any modicum of treatment, any modicum of decent treatment you think is so much better over here. No, he's setting you up for the same okie doke the other black dude did. Except you give him the benefit of the doubt, or more importantly, when things go wrong, you don't go out there shouting him down. You don't go out there, on TikTok making a story time of how awful this white man did you wrong. No, 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 no. It's put a finger down, and then it's 30 bad things, and it's something a black dude did to you. Like you said before, most people, most men, most men have made something themselves. They don't want to be in your story time. They don't want to be part of the reason why you hate going forward. And that goes for any type of man of any type of race. If you think it's better over there and you go out there and you have a good time, cool, congratulations. Here's the thing I was thinking about just reviewing some of the other videos. No one is so critical to the dating game that when you leave it, if you take a break from dating or you get married or you go and date at a different race and you block the other race oftentimes, no one really cares. No one is that critical to dating in a whole where it matters that much. So essentially, go and enjoy yourself wherever. Just go with eyes wide open and understanding that whatever race you're switching to or you think it's going to be a savior, no. Wherever you go, there you find yourself. So if you were still an awful partner and you date outside your race and still have the same issues, maybe it's just time to stop dating and do that. That look at yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, I might be the issue. I might be the problem here. If you're one of those people that you swore your partner was the issue, and then the next thing happened, next partner is the same things, yeah, you know it was you. You know you got some things to work on. But that's a complete different video, and that's a heavier topic. But for now, if you disagree, let me know down in the comments. If you see videos on your screen right now, take a look at those. Let me know your thoughts about those and those videos. And if you listen to some of my voice after been ranting and raving and you haven't subscribed, you're just killing me, right? Join the train, join the channel, just trying to pay that rent. I'll see you in the next one.